It's the last weekend before Christmas, so here is your final festive episode of sustainable tips and brands that you need to know about. So this week we've got the dinner challenge, which is my favourite, Bubble and Squeak. Bossing it is a brand called Pozu, who make ethical and sustainable bloody sexy shoes. Look at those bad boys, I love them. We've got tip of the week is looking after all that packaging and wrapping, what to do with it. It's coming through our doors in the droves. Love Local is Harriet's of Hove, a refill shop who only sell 100% vegan products. Tip of the week is what can you and can't you recycle this Christmas? And finally, oh, fancy that, we've got a chocolate bar that is gangster. This Christmas, it's not going to be the one we hoped it would be. We're not going to see some of the people we wanted to see. We're not going to do some of the things we wanted to do. And some of us might have just bought a hell of a lot of food that now is not going to be eaten. Well, Bubble and Squeak is quite possibly one of the easiest solutions to avoid food waste. Hello and welcome to another edition of Cooking with Katie. Odd Box arrived this week. It's our second delivery on a Thursday every fortnight, a large box of veg. That is too much and I should have cancelled it and I didn't because I'm not that organised. So I'm on a mission now to use up all this veg and make sure nothing goes to waste. What's a good way of using up veg? Bubble and Squeak. Oh yes! Part of what came in this box was a cabbage, were potatoes and Brussels sprouts. So all I have to do is add some onions, garlic and bacon, of which we don't have. However, we are a bit of a fan of this isn't bacon, so we're going to add that to it as well. Cook it all up, mush it all together, have it with a poached egg on top. Mwah! The brand who I think are bossing it this week are called Pozu, and Pozu make amazing trainers. These are their very, very latest style, which is called Dragonfly. I've got this in whoa! Easy. I've got this in off-white, but you can get them in lots of different colours. I've also gone for the man-made vegan leather, but you can also get them in a cotton as well. And they've got their trademark stitching on the side, which is really cool. So yeah, it's vegan leather and it's durable, which means it's breathable, it's washable, which is good because, hey, it's winter and we don't want to get these bad boys dirty. You've also got fair trade rubber sole, and on the inside, they call the inside bit of the sole a foot mattress. That sounds pretty appealing, doesn't it? And it's made up of latex and coconut fibre. Hello! These guys not only look after our tootsies, they also look after their people and make sure that people are paid fairly. And finally, they acknowledge something that's really important. The shoe industry is very wasteful. It's not very sustainable. And another reason to believe in Pozu is because of their Better Shoe Foundation. They are making really great progress in sustainable manufacturing, and they want to share the knowledge. They want the shoe industry globally to follow in their footsteps, quite literally. And they don't believe that all this goodness they're doing should be kept to them. So yes, Pozu shoes, bossing it. Tip of the week, really simple this week, keep your packaging. A lot more presents are being sent in the post because, for obvious reasons, we can't see as many people, and things are coming in this god-awful bubble wrap. Well, I say god-awful, it's very handy, but it isn't great. You might have, I don't know, bits of hay and straw in hampers. You've got ribbons wrapped around things. You might even have Christmas paper that you can carefully take off. The tip is, keep it. At least get another use out of it, at least. Because if you're going to be sending stuff to people as well, you can reuse it. You don't have to spend more money on bubble wrap, padded envelopes or boxes or what have you. There's loads of stuff you can do. Just cut out new labels, stick them on old boxes, and away you go. Keep all your wrapping. this week's Love Local is Harriet's of Hove. They're a refill shop. All their products are 100% vegan, something they decided to do earlier this year, and they have been open throughout all of lockdown. They've changed what they stock to keep us going, to keep their local community going. If you've never been to a refill shop before, they're awesome. It's like an adult sweet shop in a way, and there are sweets there too. You can buy, with your own packaging, a refill of spices, of grains like rices and pastas and oats. You can get dried fruits, you can get nuts and seeds, there's loads of stuff. You can also bring your containers and get wet things too, like washing detergent and hand soap and shampoo. They're a really, really important way of shopping, and I think Waitrose trialled it out in Oxford, and I'm not sure really where they are with that. I appreciate COVID has put a spanner in the works. But it's the way we should be shopping. So they are a great example of not only looking after their local community, but also of being forward thinking in how we should avoid packaging and be shopping plastic free. Harriet's of Hove, oh, I love you, man. Your questions answered are, what can you and can't you recycle this Christmas? So let's just take cards and paper for this week. Cards come in all different lovely patterns, shapes and sizes. Now this one is from WH Smith. They really made a massive effort this week to sell a good range of recyclable cards. Now if your cards have any sort of mixed material on them, which means maybe they've got glitter, sticked on googly eyes or pom-poms, or they've got like a shiny foil feel to them, they will be mixed material and you cannot recycle them. However, what you can do is you can cut them down the middle and use them as gift tags next year. Wrapping paper, you've got the scrunch test. If you don't know if you can recycle your wrapping paper or not, scrunch it in your hand, and if it pops back open, then you can't recycle it. It's made from some sort of plastic material. But if it stays tight or relatively tight, then it will be recyclable and you can chuck it in your recycling. Again, if you can carefully take it off and resist the excitement, you can fold it up nicely, put it in your drawer and use it for another birthday or Christmas. And finally for this week's, oh, fancy that, we're talking about chocolate. Not just any chocolate, Tony Chocolonely. It's upside down. What would Tony think of that, huh? Oh, wait, yeah, it's not for dogs. Dogs can't eat chocolate, Vinny. Sorry, not sorry. So the reason why these guys are great, and actually it ties in very nicely with your questions answered, is they acknowledge the fact that a lot of wrapping is not recyclable. It's either plastic or it's mixed material. So they have foil around the chocolate and paper around the foil, and they're not attached. So you can open up your chocolate, you can separate the materials, and then you can put them correctly in the bins. Then they'll get recycled properly. It's brilliant. Chocolate, great stocking filler. It's the right way round. Vinny's about to pounce again. I'm off. That's it for this week. Thank you for watching to the end. Thanks for your support this year. Whatever you're doing this Christmas, I hope you can make the most of it and connect with people you love, whether digitally or knocking on their door and saying hello. Vinny's getting overexcited because there's wrapping everywhere. This will be our first Christmas with Vinny, which we're really excited about. He wants the ribbon. Maybe I'll just tie it around him and make him a little Christmas doggy. Right, have a good one. Take care. Mwah.